Hi, I'm Kit Cassingham, the B&B lady. The 7 deadly sins rear their ugly heads in all aspects of life, even in B&B innkeeping. It's the 7 deadly sins that interfere with an innkeeper's success. Just to review, the 7 deadly sins include avarice, lust, envy, pride, sloth, wrath, and gluttony. Stay tuned for the 8th deadly sin. This episode of the Deadly Sins of Innkeeping addresses avarice. Avarice doesn't seem like a characteristic of an innkeeper, but it affects innkeepers from the very first if they aren't careful. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about the snidely whiplash sort of avarice. It takes money to get into your B&B as well as to maintain and run it. It's the innkeepers who get into this industry with insufficient funds who exhibit this sin. Aspiring innkeepers act with avarice when they shortchange their B&B education, saying they don't have the money to take classes or attend conferences. If you don't have the money to spend on education, you don't have the money to buy or run an inn and sustain it, or yourself. Some acting innkeepers demonstrate avarice in their operations, customer service policies, and how they sell their inn. When the money is tight, it usually shows up in the B&B's operations. Guest sodas cost $1. 1 bar of soap is placed in guest rooms where 2 or more are needed. Damage fees are charged for minor infractions and ones that should be considered a part of the cost of doing business. Selling an inn brings out avarice in some innkeepers, shown by not wanting to sell a turnkey operation, yet wanting to get maximum dollar for the property, by not being willing to train the buyers, and even by falsifying records to make occupancy and income seem higher than they actually are. I had one seller tell me that he was willing to show buyers his second set of books, if necessary to make the sale. I also see avarice exhibited in some business decisions. For example, when an aspiring innkeeper is choosing their B&B broker, they may not choose the one with the B&B experience. Too many times I see the decision cost the aspiring innkeeper lots of money and often lost time because of bad purchases. Another example is when an innkeeper, in trying to decide between 2 website designers, goes with the cheaper one because they're local or family, rather than the one with B&B expertise. I've never seen that work well for the innkeeper. Make your B&B business a better one, a more successful one, by rooting avarice from your life. There is enough to go around. I'm Kit Cassingham, the B&B lady.